Hello and welcome to the Third and Long podcast, the only podcast for NFL punters. I'm your host, Grant Lee. Third and Long is brought to you by Little Birdie TV, topsport.com.au, Punting Form, and the home of stand-up comedy, The Comics Lounge. And ladies and gentlemen, we are down to two teams. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles will meet in the 2023 Super Bowl. And I cannot wait. And my next guest, Mr. Nick Tedeschi, my BFF, pro punter, and the master behind his tips package to the house. Toprope, mate, Super Bowl week. Does it get any better than this?
No, I love Super Bowl week. It's if you love to gamble, not too many events better to gamble on. You can find something to bet on anything there. So I don't reckon there's a sporting event in the world with more props than the Super Bowl. So an absolute feast for the senses for those who don't mind a little fodder or two. But yeah, we've probably got probably end up with the best teams on each side. We've got the Eagles were dominant for the NFC throughout the year, and it was a bit of a three-way go at the end. But the Chiefs kind of showed themselves superior, and we're in for a compelling Super Bowl.
And Toprope, we have another early Super Bowl present. We have live from downtown Miami, Florida, my compadre and our NFL tipping machine with his package shoebox. Please welcome Jerry Jones.
What's up, guys? Super Bowl, I got to reiterate what he said. Super Bowl's great, million props. We are taping the show a little early, so some of these Steam releases won't be ready today. Remember last year, I think I had you guys with the national anthem. They had someone outside the stadium recording it. And all the steam got there. They were recording the rehearsals. They got the number down. They bet it like with both fists and cashed. One year they had the Gatorade leak. It's a little too early for that right now, but we still got a bunch to talk about. I was at the Eagles game last week. That was great. 50 degrees in January. It was pretty good. So I count my blessings on that, but no Super Bowl trip for me this year.
Thank God you weren't at the 49ers game, mate, because they might have pulled you out of the stands to get you behind center to throw some passes, mate. I've never seen a curse like it. Sorry about that, Toprope. I just thought I'd quickly chuck that in there, my friends. So, boys, it is official. After 23 seasons, Tom Brady is calling it a day and retiring for the second time in just over 1 year. Mate, I thought he had one more season in the tank. I thought he may have gone to Las Vegas. What do you think of when I say the name Tom Brady, Jerry?
I laughed you off when you said he was going to be an owner quarterback with the Vegas Raiders. So I remember you brought that up not too long ago. He's done. I was shocked that marriage didn't last like another 2 months because he was going to retire. The writing was on the wall. If they weren't in that division, they would have been eliminated from the playoffs weeks ago. Greatest quarterback of all time. Greatest coach-quarterback combo of all time. I mean, he blessed us with 20 some odd years of playing football, and I was happy to be able to watch him. But, there's no real sentiment. But here we just move on. Next guy up. We'll see what happens. I loved watching him play, but it's not going to affect me either way that he's gone.
So the San Francisco 49ers QB room definitely has a curse on it. I've never seen players go down. Brock Purdy looks like he's probably going to rehab now for 6 months. Jimmy G will take a job somewhere else as he's a free agent. And Trey Lance is coming off 2 surgeries. What should the Niners do with their QB room, Toprope?
Heaven knows. Get Christian McCaffrey back in there. It's a mess. And it's, probably the only, might be a bit optimistic here, the only thing that held the 49ers off from a Super Bowl appearance this year. And they've got to get it right next year. And I think, obviously, there's health concerns around Purdy, but the real question is going to come when Purdy and Trey Lance are both healthy. They've invested a lot in Trey Lance. They drafted, I think, with the number 3 pick. The natural inclination is going to be to go back to him, but from what Purdy showed when healthy, I find it very hard that you go past him. You've got to remember, we're just talking about the greatest quarterback of all time. Well, he wasn't picked early in the draft. He went very, very late in the draft and kind of came in on the back of a Drew Bledsoe injury, and then obviously 20 odd years later is Jerry just called him the greatest quarterback of all time. It's hard to argue with. I think Purdy's got to be the man going forward.
So the Denver Broncos land they're big fish, massive hire. Sean Payton, I was hoping that he was going to go to the Cowboys. I have been emailing Jerry Jones for about 2 years now, and it just hasn't been happening. So, Jerry, what do you think of the hire with Sean Payton? Is it the right thing to do?
I mean, I like Sean Payton. Okay, he's a very good coach. I don't know if he's one of the greatest of all time. I mean, I don't know if I'd have been giving up draft. I mean, they already gave up a ton of draft picks to get Russell Wilson. Now they're giving it up to get the coach. I mean, I don't know. I think you could have done the same without giving up some picks. Yeah, he's the most established and probably the best one out there right now, but I don't know if I would have done that. The only thing here, it's an addition by subtraction. Getting rid of that moron that was coaching last year is it started from day one. And it never got better. He got hired because of his last name. He hung around because of his last name. So they will be better for that reason and that reason only. But I don't know. Like they gave away everything, and now you got Peyton and Russell Wilson. And now you're stuck with that, and I don't even know if you can build around it. So, we'll see. I just don't think they should have done it.
So even in Australia, we could hear the chant coming from Kansas City, "Do not disrespect Arrowhead Stadium." Was the win by the Chiefs a legacy-defining moment, Toprope?
No, I'm not a big believer in stuff like talking about legacy kind of so early in careers. So, kind of thinking about Patrick Mahomes, and there's a lot of questions being asked around where he fits in the pantheon. He's very, very early in his career. He's obviously an elite quarterback. He's wonderful to watch. He's extraordinarily popular. Now, at the end of the day, the Chiefs were in the top 2 or 3 favourites to win the AFC. They won the AFC. I wouldn't call it legacy defining at all. I think, legacies are defined by Super Bowls, not AFC championships. I think, if he wants to add to his legacy, and Andy Reid wants to add to his legacy, and the Chiefs want to add to their legacy, have to win this way.
So I don't know if you boys saw, but the Pro Bowl was on last weekend, and Derek Carr was very impressive. He looked like he had a point to prove to the Las Vegas fans and management. Where do you think Derek will end up next year, Jerry?
I mean, I got to go against the earlier comment. I'm not sold that Brock Purdy is, the next guy in San Francisco. Let's just get that out of the way. So I know they have a phenomenal running game. Shanahan can do that. He had, a couple of scrubs a couple of years ago, just throwing the ball all over the place. So I think it's a system that anyone can fit, but it's also something that you can get over the top. So I guess my long-winded answer is Derek Carr could be looked at over there.
No.
He's a West Coast guy, Fresno State, San Francisco. I mean, that's definitely one spot. The Jets is a spot. And we haven't talked about anything. What if Rodgers goes to the 49ers? And then Green Bay might need a quarterback. I don't think Jordan Love is the answer. There's a lot of places for him to go. Those are the 3 spots that I personally would like to see.
I'd take him at Dallas in a heartbeat. So, Jerry Jones, if you're listening, let's go for Derek Carr, my friend, because things need to change. So the Jags and the Seahawks went from last to first in their division. Which teams or team do you think can do that next season, Toprope?
Yeah, very, very early. It's going to require a fair look at it and what's happening over the off-season and who drafts. So I actually like the hiring of D'Amico Ryans at Houston. I think he was a very, very good hire. I think they've got a lot of draft capital. I'm not sure they're ready to go last to first just yet, but if they can change the quarterback, what the work he did with the Niners defense was outstanding. He's a natural leader. The players loved him. So I think if I was going to be on one at this very, very, very early stage, it'd be the Texans.
So, Jerry, I love my crazy stats, mate, and here's one for you. So Patrick Mahomes will be the 7th quarterback to go to the Super Bowl with the most passing yards in that season. The other 6 quarterbacks all lost the Super Bowl. Can Patty Mahomes break the curse like he did the Madden curse?
He can break the curse. It's just like they always say, offense wins games, defense wins championships. I know the league is changing, all right? but that always used to be. I remember the Rich Gannon Raiders versus Tampa, that Tampa defense with Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks. And that was like the typical example. I think that might have been one of those where guy led the league in passing, but he came up against a defense that just was phenomenal, make the game just difficult for the quarterback. There's been a lot of those kind of situations. But Mahomes is a different guy. He's a transcendent quarterback. He's the most talented quarterback out there. They have one of the most talented offenses, one of the best coaches. So, yeah, I wouldn't take anything into that stat for this game in particular.
So, Toprope, I've got a crazy stat for you. So, Kansas City has a rookie running back in the Super Bowl, Isaiah Pacheco. The last 5 teams that had a rookie running back all won the Super Bowl. And the Kansas City Chiefs make it 6-0.
Well, they can, but I'm backing that they won't. I once learnt on the first Stats 101 when I was doing economics at university, the professor in my very first lecture said, stats are like bikinis. What they show is great, but what they don't show is critical. So I'm happy to push that one to one side there and maybe argue a few more stats in favour of my case here. Grant.
Mate, I wish I had got told that before I got married, but thanks, pal. So anyway, boys, thank you for the chat. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back to take it to the house. Welcome back, and now it's time to take it to the house. Brought to you by topsport.com.au, family owned and operated for 35 years. Bet with a bookie you can trust. Bet with topsport.com.au. So for the final time of the year, my friend, let's take it to the bookie wrap.
Yeah, we both favourites won, both favourites covered. Totals went under in both games. So, the favourites probably a bit undersubscribed this year. They certainly weren't covering the line. You'd rather have been the dog covering at 55%. And the unders have kind of come back a little bit to around par, but 55% for the unders this year.
So for the last time of the year, mate, get your tips out for us, pal, and how did you go?
Absolute debacle last week, 0 and 2. The over in the Niners game was no good, and the Bengals were no good. So it was a little flat on both fronts there.
Jerry, how did the shoebox go?
I think I went 1-1. Hopefully you have the graphic up there. I was at the game, was drinking a little bit. I'm pretty sure I gave out Philly, so I know I at least won one game. I don't know what the other game was, to be honest with you. It wasn't on the show, but you got it on there for me. There we go. Eagles, that's all I had. That's all I can remember. And if that's a 3-uniter, and I think I only had 2 the entire year, and they both won. Only did 2 3-units the entire year. How about that?
Beautiful, mate. Great job. And can't wait to see these charity bets because apparently it is hotting up. But before that, let's head straight into the Super Bowl, boys. We have Kansas City versus Philadelphia in Arizona, Monday, 13th of February at 10:30 a.m. It is on ESPN and 7, mate. The line is Eagles -1, and the total is 50.5. So, boys, both teams are the number 1 seeds. Philadelphia is effective on offense, led by the main man Hurts, and a dynamic running game and a pair of top-flying receivers, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Boys, Kansas City leads the NFL in scoring, averaging more than 29 points per game. Patrick Mahomes, get this, boys, first time an underdog in the playoffs. Now, Madden had a projection game for Super Bowl 57, and it was a blowout. They had the Eagles beating the Chiefs 31-17, giving the Eagles their second Lombardi trophy. So what say you, Toprope?
Yeah, I'm keen on Philadelphia in this one, and I'm keen on the under. My 2 bets. Like the Eagles, I'm still concerned about Mahomes' injury. I know, the talk is it's absolutely going to affect his mobility. I'm concerned about the Chiefs' lack of wide receiver talent. I've really staying at the bottom of the barrel at the moment. Aside from Kelsey, the Eagles have been outstanding when Jalen Hurts has been. So the only real downturns have been when Hurts hasn't been playing. the Eagles, very good. They hold form of a win. They've covered 7 of 9 of a win. And the stat that really concerns me, the Chiefs have covered is 1 of 6 against a team with a winning record. That does worry me. As well as Mahomes covering just 4 of his last 16 off a victory. So, I like the Eagles in this one. But the best bet for me in the game is the under. Super Bowls tend to always go under when there's a big total. 9-3 to the under when the total's been 50 plus in the Super Bowl. 11 of the last 18 have gone under. The last 4 have gone under. The Chiefs are a pretty big under team this year. 4 went under off a win. The Eagles tend to go under off scoring 30 plus. I love the under this one. Numbers way too big.
Amazing top rope. Thank you. And Jerry, who have you got there, my friend?
So I'm going to go opposite on both, but nothing really strong here. Okay, this is if Kansas City were healthy. Like I agree with him on the ankle. We still like a high ankle sprain is supposed to take 5 to 6 weeks. I mean, even though he had a week off in between here, we're only like 2 or 3 weeks away from that injury. There was some wide receiver unit was a walking mash unit. Like it was. I mean, I didn't even know who was out there. Like they were missing. Obviously, Tyreek Hill's gone. We know that. But Tony was hurt. They were Juju was hurt. They were down to guys that I think they had 3 healthy wide receivers. They couldn't even run a 4 wide receiver set. Again, week off helps all of those guys, but we really don't know. So I'm going to go and say they're all going to play. And I think I'm going to lean with the Chiefs. Now, the total here is interesting. I had talked to MG. I talked to Mark earlier in the week, and I liked under. I think it was at 51.5 at the time. I know a lot of things change, and this is not a way to handicap, but this is the Super Bowl, and they played last year in week 4. The game was a 42-30 final. That's not why I'm betting the over. Neither team punted, okay? I know they're different teams, but the same schemes, same coaches, most of the same players, but neither team punted, and that kind of scared me. So I lean Chiefs. I lean over. Nothing is big. Nothing will surprise me. This is just grab a beer and make a bet just to make it more interesting, but not to try to make money on this one.
Thank you, Jerry. And guys, for the last time, head to the littlebirdie.live in the Little Birdie shop. You will find the tip package to the house from Toprope, and you'll find Jerry's shoebox. Guys, last time of the year, let's have a bit of fun with it. If you're serious about NFL punting or you want to get smarter and show off to your friends on Super Bowl day, head to the Little Birdie shop and get the boys' packages. So, Toprope, do you want to take us through the Super Bowl MVP market?
Yeah, to the surprise of nobody, the 2 quarterbacks are heavily favoured here. Mahomes, $2.20. Jalen Hurts, $2.30. AJ Brown, $15. Travis Kelce, $15. Hassan Reddick, $21. Miles Sanders, $21. Devontae Smith, $31.
Oh, I don't mind the Sanders there at $21 either. If the Eagles are going to try and run out the clock, and if he can get 200 yards, we may see Sanders with the MVP. So, boys, I was going through topsport.com.au in my account, checking out some stuff. Boys, I found some pretty funny novelty bets, and I just want to get your take on it quickly, boys. Mate, there was one prop on there, and it was the first coach to be shown on the TV, and Andy Reid $1.70 and Nick Sirianni $2.10. Boys, who have you got for this?
Andy Reid for me. I think they'll go with the veterans first. I'll take the $1.70 Andy Reid.
I agree. Reid has been there before, been there many times, and he will be the first one shown.
So one of my favorite markets, the first mention from our MVP. So there was Teammates, $1.90, God or Religion, $2.75. The opposition was $4, or Thanking His Family, $5. Boys, if you could throw a coin on something, what would it be? Toprope?
I think I would take $1.90 Teammates for Mahomes. I don't kind of have him pegged as a super religious guy. Hurts, I'm not so sure on. So I'm going to go with the favourite here, go to player or Teammates.
How about you, Jerry?
Again, another match. Player Teammates is where it's going to go. But looking at these odds, you know what you can do is go with the City fans and try to get a long shot. Try to get a +5 to 1, $6 long shot. You're here to have fun, right? There's not going to be a lot of not going to be big limits on something like that. You're going to throw down $50, $100. I think City fans, especially if it's Hurts, Philly fans, they love him. So I'm not saying that's going to win. I agree that it's teammates, but let's have some fun. Let's try to hit a bomb.
So top rope, if you were to choose the first quarterback shown on TV, Patrick Mahomes $1.76 and Jalen Hurts $2. Where would you be putting your pennies on that one?
I would empty the account on Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a story. Patrick Mahomes is probably the face of the NFL at the moment, particularly with Tom Brady retiring. He's the next generation. I'd be all in Mahomes on this one.
Again, same thing. I can't go against him. Read Mahomes. Another little hidden fact in that is Sirianni is more likely to defer, and Kansas City is more likely to take the ball. So if Mahomes is on the field first, that he's got to be shown first, even on top of the other reasons, being the face of the NFL, Brady retiring, being the best player in the NFL, everything points to Mahomes.
Sorry, boys, I'm quickly writing this down because, mate, this is going to get me through the day. And finally, guys, the Gatorade colour for the winning team. We've got yellow and green at $2.70, orange at $2.80, and blue at $4.20. Jerry, mate, if you had to choose one, what would it be?
It's going to be Chiefs red. I mean, the Chiefs, if I think the Chiefs are going to win, it's got to be Chiefs red. Again, taking the long shot. Look, $8. So I'm going with the long shot.
And top rope?
Yeah, so I've done a fair bit of research on this one. And I will say that teams don't always choose the colour, their own colours for the Gatorade. I'm going with blue. Blue has hit in 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls, 4 times in the last 8 years. It's hit on teams like the Bucks, who have no blue in their colours. I'm going to go with blue as the bet in this one.
Beautiful, boys. Thank you. Had a little bit of fun. So now it's the most important part of the show. This is the charity bet time. And each week our panellists are given $100 to invest by our sponsors at topsport.com.au. And boys, it is hotting up. Top rope last week, mate, on the Bengals for the plus was a loss.
Yeah, it was a bad loss. It was. I thought we were a chance at the end there, but not too bad.
And Jerry, you were on the losers board there too, my friend.
Yeah, I should get a bad bet refund on that, man. I was down to my 4th. Christian McCaffrey was going to play quarterback next. I had a guy who couldn't throw the ball more than 4 yards down the field. How am I going to win it over?
So the only winner last week was myself, not gloating. But for everyone playing at home, there's a competition between all of us here in the office. Top rope is 12-9 for the year. I'm 11-9 and 1 push, and Jerry is 10-11. So listen, top rope, you drop it, I get it, mate. I hit the winner board, bang straight in, boys, and I'll take all the bickies. So top rope, take us. What is your charity tip for this week?
What a collapse it's been for me. A debacle throughout the playoffs. But I'm going with the under. I think it's under 51.5. Under 50.5. And
Jerry?
I'm going to go with the Chiefs +1. I can't, there's nothing I can really do about it here. If I were in the running, I probably would just have to go opposite one of your 2 plays, but I'll just, jump another game up and get myself to 11-11 with the Chiefs +1.
And Jerry, I think you're on the right wavelength there, my friend. I'm going to be with you with the Chiefs +1. So good luck, top rope. Not really, but good luck. But, mate, I feel like my charity needs it more than yours. So let's see who gets the bickies at the end of the day. And it'll probably be a call on Facebook, gloating. Clearly drunk, I will be, because it's my happy day. So, boys, the 3rd and long ankle breakers competition has finished for the year. We had our conference winner, Dale Wood. He correctly tipped the Chiefs by 3 points. Congratulations there, Dale. So you'll go into the running. And, guys, we are going to do our live draw right now, and I'm going to send it straight over to Zorko. Mate, give us our winner for the year.
Thank you, Grant, and welcome everyone to the draw for the 3rd and long ankle breakers Little Birdie Super Bowl competition. 21 entrants in the draw, week 1 all the way through to the conference, as you can see there. Of those 21 names, 10 individual entries with multiple winners throughout the year. And the winner, of course, picking up a signed piece of Super Bowl memorabilia, which will be decided, obviously, at the weekend once the game is won and run. So best of luck to all entrants today. Some of the items you could win based on what's available from our Super Bowl signing will be some NFL helmets, some jerseys, or a signed football. So we'll give the individual winner the choice of those. So well done to everyone on their wins throughout the year. You're all in the draw to win. Here we go. How this works, there is 21, as I said, entries, and you can see in the competition there. We shuffle this list 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See T. Woodlock at the top and Pete Roberts at the bottom, everyone else in between. We spin the wheel, some random music comes on, we find ourselves a winner, and then we will contact you, and Little Birdie guys will contact you post the Super Bowl to arrange the item of your choice. Best of luck, and here we go. Certainly random music. Gotta love those tunes. Best of luck, everybody. Start to slow down now. Dave, Chris, Dave. Looks like the divisional winner, which that looks to be, who is the divisional winner? T. Woodlock. Well done, T. Woodlock, or Woodlock9 at your Twitter handle. You are the winner. Congratulations, mate. We will be in touch with you, as will the guys from Little Birdie, to arrange the item of your choice post the Super Bowl, which I'm going to be going to. So you can win us an item just like this one. Signed Eagles helmet by Mr. Michael Vick, one of my guys. My prediction for the Super Bowl this year is I think the Eagles will cover the spread. Jalen Hurts, my guy, to get a touchdown, and Eagles to celebrate their second Super Bowl victory in the last 6 years, which is pretty awesome. So congratulations, everyone got involved. Best of luck. Enjoy your Super Bowl. Enjoy your punting, and I'll head you back to Grant.
So amazing job there, T. Woodlock, and congratulations, mate. And hopefully next year we're going to run a competition where you will win the chance to have the 3 of us live in your lounge room doing a live podcast. And hopefully we're going to be coming your way, Mr. Woodlock. So have those beers on ice. So, boys, it's that moment. That's a wrap for the season. I just want to thank Jerry for everything you've done, mate. It's been amazing, your insight. You're very smart when it comes to NFL, and I've enjoyed talking to you. And, mate, just give us your final thoughts on the Super Bowl.
Let's go Chiefs, baby. Like I said, not a big bet, but I'd like to see the Chiefs. I'd like to see Mahomes get another one. I think both these guys will have a chance going forward. Eagles are more the complete team, better defense, better running game. But it's Mahomes' time. Let him grab another one, and then we'll see what happens. A funny little thing. He was like the grandfather of the AFC quarterbacks, which is crazy to me.
And Toprope, thank you, mate. It's been a great year, and let's get your final take on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're going to pull out the old roll tide on this one, and Jalen Hurts, national championship with the Tide, and then winning a Super Bowl. Love the Eagles here. We'll be cheering them on. Maybe we'll see on the field special, but looking forward to getting stuck into a million props. That's what Super Bowl Day is all about for me.
And thank you to all our listeners and viewers. And guys, remember, there's still one opportunity to hit the shop at littlebirdie.live to subscribe to the boys' packages, either Jerry or Toprope's packages. Remember, follow us on YouTube. You'll find us in the Apple Store, on Spotify, on SoundCloud, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And remember, for all your NFL action, it can be found at topsport.com.au. Invest wisely, punters. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And remember to be responsible on Super Bowl day and share around those quickies, because everyone's going to have some heartburn after all those beers and wings. And everyone, enjoy Super Bowl. Thanks. Bye.